So, how do we uncover our untapped potential? Well, that's going to be through your dark feminine and your wounded healer. This is the key to accessing your untapped potential. And so, first, to understand them, you need to understand the backstory on the dark feminine and the wounded healer. And so, first, with the dark feminine, we have Lilith, the first wife of Adam. Lilith holds the power of dark and wild feminine energy that's presented pretty much in like all living things. You know, she is symbolic of rebellion and impulsive behavior, and you know, she reveals a lot of truth behind your desires and your impulsive nature, particularly the things that are hidden in your subconscious, your psyche. You know, she displays the quality of hyper-independence and rebellion, the refusal to submit to another and compromise one's beliefs, as well as she also shows you kind of where problems might lie, involving sexual fear, rejection, anger, suspicion, and all sorts of different things. She represents both not only desire but also fear, and shows all of the ways in which you can fearlessly express yourself and your energy, all of the wild and taboo sides of your personality. And so this placement holds a lot of power when it comes to not only the art of seduction and charm, persuasion, but also how you get what you want. And so, but as much as she does that, she also reveals kind of, you know, where you let the fear of rejection cloud your judgment, or where you seek to control to maintain power. She is a very powerful and transformative dual nature to her. And it's very important to strike a balance between your inner power and your healing your inner wounds. And so that's where Lilith comes into play. And so, you know, some revere Lilith as a really powerful goddess. Others warn of her dark demonic powers. According to Hebraic tradition, she's the first wife of Adam. And so, you know, she chose a life of solitude and was banished from paradise because she would not submit to Adam. And she basically just told him she didn't want to be freaking on bottom. She wanted to get on top once, and he was like, no, I think not. But, you know, some people say she's queen of demons. Others call her the dark mother, essentially. That's really for you to decide as far as what you believe she is. But that's not what we're talking about right now. Now, Chiron is actually named after a Greek healer and philosopher, a teacher who, ironically, could not heal himself. Sounds familiar. And is symbolized by a key demonstrating the importance of unlocking this minor planet's major lesson, essentially. I love my keys. But in modern astrology, Chiron pretty much represents our core wounds and how we can overcome them. In many ways, it is a secret place of power. As we grapple with pain, we gain wisdom that we can then pass on to others, almost like magical medicine of its own. And so, Chiron generally stays in a single zodiac sign for about 8 years. But whenever he enters into Saturn's orbit, he can buzz through a single sign in under 2 years. And it's up to him whether he wants to undergo outpatient surgery or opt for a longer course of therapy. But it takes approximately like almost 50 years anyways, for him to journey through all of the different zodiac signs. And so Chiron is kind of a rainbow bridge between Saturn and Uranus. And integrating the full spectrum of emotions is essentially the key to wholeness. And so Chiron is pretty much here to show us where our core wounds may rear up for another round of therapy, or, you know, if we need to do some deeper examination, and how we can actually see these as assistive and not crippling. Now, these two placements in your birth chart are so important, and that's because not only do they show you areas where you need to work on self, but when you start seeing the devil as a tool for your own growth and betterment, you start seeing things a little bit differently. When it's no longer the pain that cripples you and it becomes the fuel that ignites your fire, it becomes your weapon of power. And that right there, transmuting that, turning a crippling, topic, and you turn that into something that's no longer debilitating, but something that actually empowers you. That's an underrated power move if I've ever heard of one. So anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you do want to hear what these different placements in each particular sign and house, what exactly they mean and how you can utilize these placements to really transform your life for the better, then drop your comment below, share, and I will get on that for y'all. I love y'all.